Hi here, Finss here. I'm back for another video, and today it's time for another keep dancing, keep moving, keep shaking. Everything is time for I'm a Dancing Fool. The Strictly review on my channel, and yes, there's been news in the last few days about Strictly, so let's do the review on it for movie week. Oh boy, what a week it's been. So we've kind of had a double elimination in itself. So two celebrities have now left the show. Obviously the celebrity that got eliminated and the celebrity that had to withdraw. So let's talk about who sadly got eliminated from movie week. And that was sadly Katie Mcglynn and Walker Marquez. Were in the dance-off again, and they did not get through. They did an American Smooth to oh, what's her name? Why have I gone blank all of a sudden? Oh, Cruella de Vil. I do think it was her best dance, though. Out of the three she's done, it was the best she's done. I think she has improved. I think she played the character well. I can't really remember anything in Hold. I think there was too much out of Hold, not a lot in Hold. But I like the whole leg thing. And Gorka being a dog was interesting. I mean, you had to get, noticed and attention. You have to now have your professional dancer go in all fours and pretend to be a puppy to get votes. Yes, it did actually a little bit become like a striptease, and it was becoming a little like a porno. Like, what was I watching? Pornhub or X-Hamster? What was I watching with this kneeling on the ground? It looked a bit dirty, actually. But obviously, it was less 101 Dalmatians, more 101 flirtations from this routine. But no, it wasn't terrible. I thought the movie, was good. They portrayed, and it was just a good spot in the running order near the end of the show. But I guess the problem I think people had with Katie is they just kind of got her in the show and lacking a personality, unfortunately, which was a shame because she had so much potential. And as I said before, like with Nina, in other years she could have gone further in competition. It's just she's just so tough. And she was in the dance-off with Judy Love and Graziano, which I was devastated they were in the dance-off, and I was kind of worried, oh no, the judges aren't going to save her, are they? They both scored 24, so it was really a tense, who was going to be saved, because they both scored the same with the judges. They did a Charleston to the movie Chicago, was it? I think so. I can't remember. Well, they were the first on, but they did a Charleston, and I thought she was really good. I guess, like Katie's problem, there wasn't a lot of Charleston movements as such, but it was still good. She still played the character, and I was kind of surprised she was in the dance. And I think going on first might have played a part of that, and she didn't. I think compared to other celebrities, her movie wasn't like, I don't know, like the biggest movie, the most noticed movie, So, that may have played a part. I was getting so tense, that dance-off, because they did make a mistake with Graziano's strap thingies in the dance-off, and oh no, the judges are going to penalise her for that. But luckily, they decided to save her, which, apart from Anton for some reason, but I don't know, maybe he was looking at the strap things, but I'm so happy that they say Judy, because I was worried, this could be like another Tanika Epson moment where we lose the funny lady in week 3, and I predicted they were going to be out for week 3, not because I wanted them to go out for week 3, it just became, the public wouldn't connect to them, but luckily they are saved, and I hope we have her for a few more weeks, because she is great fun, and she's now our last comedian left standing now, so Yeah, come on, Judy. Yeah, let's see how far we go with Judy Love. But also, some really sad news that's come in this last few days. Robert Webb has decided to leave Strictly Come Dancing due to his health and his heart. He's had a few heart surgery and he wasn't physically able to continue with the show. So they've had to withdraw Robert and Diane from the competition, which is really upsetting because I really like the couple and I really wanted them to do well, and it's so sad. It's upsetting whenever you think of Robert Webb, you still must feel sorry for them. Like they have to withdraw this early in the competition because of health reasons. You even if you don't like what he said in the past, you know, people skipping over him, you still have to feel sorry for him. They just had to go through this, and it's unfortunate. I think questions do have to be asked of why he did sign up to do the show when he's had a few health issues. But it's upsetting, it's disappointing, and I feel so sorry for them. I feel sorry for Diane, another year out where she's out early in the competition. She's not really had much luck apart from Joe Sugg. So I do feel also a bit sorry for Diane. It's upsetting. I actually, before the series started, I predicted they were going to win, and yeah, it's unfortunate. I would have liked to think they would have surprised people a little bit, and and maybe I mean they would have had a few more weeks in them if they continued. It's upsetting. It's really upsetting actually, but we wish them the best of luck. We hope Robert's health gets better, and yeah, hopefully we'll see them in December in the final and Christmas, and hopefully they can be somehow involved with the group routine they usually do. It's upsetting. It really is. And they did a good quick step to the Muppets. And no, you cannot, criticise them using spray paints because, no, they did not use spray paint. They were one of the few acts that didn't use spray paint. So you can't criticise them for that. And a big Kermit head instead. And a big nose for Diane for the Miss Piggy. But, no, it was a few mistakes, but it was a good, decent, quick step. And I'm sad to see them go, but at least they ended on a high. Anything else? Oh my goodness, we've got to talk about the other dancers. John and Johannes' Paso Doble. Oh my goodness, that Paso Doble to the Pirates of the Caribbean. It was so on point. The moves, it just was so in sync. Oh my goodness, that's the way you close a show. And 3 10s in week 3. I feel to myself. I did feel to myself like, is it too early to have 10s this early on the series? And I was quite questioning that to myself. Like, should they really be lifting the 10 paddles this early? And I kind of think, well, maybe it's too early, but yeah, again, it is a good dance. And there were a lot of high scores, so where do you go? If everybody gets 9s, how, you can get higher. It was a good dance. And, it did deserve 10s, at the end of the day. Yeah. And also got a 10 was Reese and Nancy with their Spider-Man Couple's Choice routine, which once again suited them really good. Got a 10 from Motzi. It was the first 10 in the series. Sadly, it was a little bit overshadowed by John and Johannes that went right after them. Yeah, it was still good though. It was still good. Anybody else? Let's go through this really good. Who else? Dan and Nadia did a foxtrot to Sleeping Beauty. I was really worried for them that they were going to be eliminated that week because they were quite low on the leaderboard. There were a few mistakes, but he was saved by the public. So maybe he does have a good fan base. Maybe people are voting for him. I am happy for them because there were another couple now who didn't want to leave. I mean, I don't want anybody to leave. It's actually a really strong year this year. But I'm happy they are still in it. I think they've also got a few more weeks in them. I'm happy for Dan Walker because people were really doubting him at first, but people are warming to him. And he seems like a really nice guy. I think he was very humble about public saving him, and you know, he said feels sorry for Judy and Katie that had to go through the dance off. He seems like a lovely guy, Dan Walker, and I'm hoping for the best, and maybe this could be one of Nadia's best years. Actually, at least she's having a good year this year. And then we had Sarah and Aliash do a samba to one of the Shrek movies. Now they played this song. What was the song called? The Best of Years of Our Lives, or something like that, from Shrek. But I can't remember. If I'm being stupid, but I watched the Shrek movies, but I can't remember this song being played in the Shrek movies. When I think of Shrek songs, I think I'm a Believer, leader, leader Vivica Loca. I think of All Star, get play. I think of those three songs. I don't think of the song that they played there. I don't know. Was it played in the fourth movie? I don't know. I don't think of that song. But anyway, back to the routine. It was very good samba, better than I thought it would be. And yeah, not the best, not the worst. Very good. I didn't like the frog at the start of the performance. You know, it kind of creeped me out, like, oh, animals, you know. But no, it was a decent, good samba for them. AJ and Kai was next for the Americans. Move to the movie The Bodyguard. I have nothing. Oh my goodness. I do wonder if she would have pulled them later, maybe she would have got 10s. Yeah, if they had the 10 paddles out already. Oh my goodness, she played the character really well. Oh my goodness. And the lifts, the lines. Oh my goodness. She's really, really getting better, actually. Yeah, she's gonna be in the final. There's no way. Oh yes, because now Robert and Diane's absence means we're only gonna have 3 couples in the final this year. So it's gonna be even tougher to make a final this year with the standard so strong. Oh gosh, can they make it to the final though? I think they can. I mean, I doubted them before the series start whether people will connect to AJ and whether she'll be that good would be another big hope, but she is doing a darn good job, and I do feel strongly she's the best female celebrity in this lineup. The 5 we've got left, she's the best one by far. Oh yeah. Or maybe Rose will tell you. No, she is the best. She is the best. And I love when Craig actually said, "Oh, I wish you'd started from a younger age. You could have been a professional." That's wow, really good. And then we had Greg and Karen do a paso doble to the James Bond theme. Yeah. It wasn't bad. I think it could have been a lot better. I don't know. I think comparing it to John and Johannes' paso doble that came later in the draw, I think comparing the two, I would have probably always gone for John and Johannes. So I was a little bit worried about Greg and Karen, whether they could have possibly been in the dance-off, actually. If people like compare the two passos, but I guess, you know, maybe the judges just managed to save them over the line or begin the Bond too, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, it wasn't bad. You know, I just think of John and Johannes' paso doble really overshadowed everything that came before that. Yeah, and then we had Tilly Nikita do a jive to Hairspray, to the nicest kids in town. It wasn't bad, but I just felt this week with Tilly, everything seemed very, I don't know, panicky, very... I actually felt this week I noticed this week with Tilly that she looked nervous. I didn't see the nerves during the Charleston. I didn't see fear in her face during the Charleston the week before, but this week with the jive, I noticed fear. She looked absolutely nervous, especially during those results. She looked like she was about to burst and cry, poor Tilly. I'm surprised they left her so late to be called out. Yeah, I think the jive, I think she did make a few mistakes. I think at one point they bumped into each other, and when she went down like that and picked up that looks a bit messy to me. And yeah, I think it was nerves. I think there was a bit of panic. Oh, and that opening with Nikita miming and lip syncing to this American voice, but oh, that was just oh no 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 no! You don't do that. It just looked a bit oh gosh no. Yeah, I think coming down from the ceiling, I don't know, maybe that made play a part of it, but she did have great energy and she did kind of enjoy it. But I feel like just the viewer, it looked like oh, she looked so nervous. But she got through it. She got through it, which is great. Yeah, I thought this week there were quite a few mistakes by a few of the routines, I've got to say. And Shirley was really picking up on it, but she was still giving high scores to some of them. Which, yeah. Let's quickly do the last few. Rose and Giovanni did a foxtrot to Titanic, which was very beautiful. Everything was so quiet in the studio, wasn't it? And I just thought they did a really good job, especially like Rose couldn't see Giovanni for the most part, and also she couldn't really hear, so it was always a challenge for them, but they managed to get through, and I'm so happy because it was actually really beautiful with the whole music and them, and it's just really nice. Yeah. And then we had Yugo and Oti do another. We had two couples choice. Why are we doing the couples choices so early on this year? Surely we need to save them later in the series, but anyway, I digress. They did a couple's choice to Moana. Yes, this was actually surprising good. Couple's choice can be hit or miss for people, but actually this was, I would say, quite a hit. I think the choreography was actually done well. I think it was very good. I think there was nice movements and nice flips and I don't know, and handstands and somersaults, all that. And I think they played the characters right. And I love when Motsu said in the judging panel, "All I want is my wig back." That was genius, wasn't it? But no, it was a good couple's choice, and I think they are getting better and better. Maybe we'll see them in Halloween. Maybe. We've got a few more weeks with them. Let's quickly go. Tom and Amy did a jive to Back to the Future. We did Back to the Future before with Lee Ryan. Oh yeah. They did recycle a lot of movies they've done before. Actually, I think they're running out of ideas. Oh, it's good to see them back. I think it was a good jive. It's definitely better than Talina Nikita's jive this week. Yeah, it was fast energy. And yeah, it was good to see them back. I think, yeah, they're back in the competition now. I think we kind of forgot about them last week, the week before, thinking, oh, Tom and Amy, who are they? But it was good to see them back doing well. And then we had Adam Katia do a rumba to the movie Avatar. I have to say this wasn't good. And I was considerably worried for Adam, considering he was like one of the big favourites coming into the series. And it was quite surprised he finished last on the leaderboard, considering he's like a favourite. And it could have been a shock that we could have lost him early, but luckily the public did save him, so he has got people voting for him. It was always a challenge doing a rumba. In week 3 for the male celeb, I think it was just a too difficult dance to do early on. I think, yeah, rumbas need to be saved either later on in the series, or they need to do by female celebrities, really. I mean, why they do it to male celebrities, the first one? Like, yeah, it's just a challenging dance because you're moving your hips and all around, and it's just a challenging dance. Nobody's got a perfect score from a rumba ever, so I think it's like the only dance that nobody's got a perfect 40 or perfect score from, which is extraordinary. And I don't think, by the looks of this, that Adam was going to change all that. And they used this, what do they call it, the VAR's CG thing. Oh, they went on about in the VT, oh, we're going to use this nice technology, and really it wasn't. And I think that we should have focused more on VT surrounding their dance than what the staging was going to be like. You can do that on It Takes Two. Don't do it on your Strictly VT. But no, I think the costuming looked nice. I think the spray paint wasn't bad. The blue spray paint, I thought, looked good on them. But the dancing, it's just, it's just so difficult. And they're doing an Argentine tango. They're doing the first. They've done Adam's on like the first rumba. He's now going to do the first Argentine tango. Like, the man needs a break. Why are you giving him such difficult dances? I think he will do better in the Argentine tango, but he better, because if he doesn't get a high score next week, I do worry about him a little bit, considering he was a favourite before. Yeah, but I am happy the public saved him. And yeah, that was it. That's all 14 routines. So that is ends of movie week. We go back to normal weeks now. And yes, roll on. Week 4. We've sadly lost Katie and Gorka, which was sad. We've lost Robert and Diane due to health reasons, which is also upsetting. We're now down to 12. Yes, who's going to make the top 10? Who's going to go on further? And yes, overall in movie week, I like movie week, and yeah. I do think some of the movies we've recycled before, we've seen them before, just with different songs, I feel, they used this year. In any case, it was a good week anyway. In any case, what did you think of movie week? Comment down below in the comment section below. Like and subscribe to this video, and I will be back for more content very soon. Until then, goodbye people, goodbye, and keep on dancing, bye.